Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Q&A ahead of Gameweek 2. Slightly different time, slightly different co-host, same lukewarm advice. No, good advice. Great advice on this show. I think, Sam and I have started the season relatively okay. So, maybe this is our time. But we have got someone on who had a great rank last season. It's the very able deputy to the lovely Sam Bonfield. It's Mr. Tom Johnson. How are you, Tom?
I'm very well, thank you, Az. Good to see you last Friday at Fest.
It was. Good night. Very good night.
Yeah, very good. Good to have FPL back. And Sam, Sam is taking a very well-deserved holiday somewhere in, I guess it's the Mediterranean. Don't want to divulge anymore, but something around there. But yeah, Sam is deservedly taking the week off. She sent, don't think you realised that when you asked her if she could do 5 o'clock today, and she sent you a photo of the swimming pool.
Where's the dedication, Tom? She should be laptop out, by the pool, streaming the Q&A. There's no excuse.
I think she did the FPL pod for the Premier League today.
So it's me.
It's priorities.
So it's me.
It may be you. Yeah.
Terrible. How'd it go in Game Week 1? Decent start. A little birdie tells me. Little birdie
it was fine.
You're pretty good bench boost, right?
Yeah, bench boost was couldn't have gone much better with 28 points on there. Thanks to Mr. Sangare. Everyone's favorite midfielder.
Yep.
Getting 2 assists, and then clean sheets from Mahemrovic and Verbruggen. Although my actual team was pretty bad, I only got 40. So if you take away the chip, you did beat me this week.
And I am taking that as a victory.
So what do you need 20 points with your boost?
Yeah, it's not gonna happen. I mean, I got 17 this week on the bench. Obviously, didn't play the chip. I would take that and run. If I manage to get that, I'm playing it this week. It's going to be a 2-pointer all round. And the bench looks all right. I got Leno at Sunderland. Wasn't too impressed with them. I've obviously got Thomas at Hull. A lot of people doubled up on Coventry, but I've just got the one. I've got Rodon home to Brentford. Maybe some Defcons in that. And then I've got Gomez at Chelsea. I thought they looked pretty ropey at the back. So I'm confident at least one of those players can get me one return. And then take like 10 to 15 points, something like that. That would be the aim. But if it's 8, the thing is, a 27 bench boost is just absolutely ludicrous. Like in your wildest dreams, you can't have thought you were going to get that on a game.
Yeah, I didn't think Sangare would pop up with 2 assists.
Crazy. What do you have? Sangare, Verbruggen. That's 20.
Mahemrovic and Diop. Diop didn't even get me any Defcons. So
yeah. That is wild. Let's know in the chat how you got in Game Week 1. Let us know what you're shaping up to in Game Week 2. I will say, Tom, I think this is the toughest Q&A of the season, Game Week, the one going into Game Week 2, because no one's really planning any moves this week. It's, most people are sort of banking their transfer. There's a couple of moves that people are considering. I mean, Szoboszlai obviously took the pen from Isak, so we think now he's on pens. That is new information that we maybe didn't have going into the start of the season. Other than that, Verts to Szoboszlai move. Maybe if you haven't got Pedro, you're looking at that Chelsea game and thinking, I need to get on João Pedro. Maybe you've got Thiago to Pedro, something like that. But is there any other transfers that you'd be seriously looking at this week?
Well, the people are loving the Kuiper.
Yeah, he's already gone up in price.
Nearly 400,000 moves to come to Stamford Bridge to get beat. It's a interesting choice, but
don't try and roll me up at 11 o'clock on a Thursday.
I probably wouldn't be buying the Kuiper. Sangare obviously as well is going up in price.
Yep.
But again, he's so cheap, you can probably wait. And I guess Gibbs White would be the one that people potentially got a bit of fun to move away from there. Lots of midfielders to consider: Rodgers, Szoboszlai, and Bumo. And then I guess people who went Konsa maybe be getting itchy feet if he's going to drop in price as well.
Yeah, I mean, Palestra as well didn't play and not in the squad for Luton tomorrow. I mean, Konsa, though, surely you picked him as a long-term move to wait until he breaks into the Arsenal team, which surely isn't going to be that long. Another couple of weeks,
I'm not
maybe?
Convinced on some people.
Really?
I mean, if Mascara plays well, they keep keeping clean sheets. And
He was,
Timber
I mean,
comes
he was a
back.
bad
It's
pick, Concert, I think. Like, if you picked him up at
yeah.
the start, I think it was, not to, single out anyone who did pick him, but I think it was a bad pick. You'd address that then, would you? You would.
I've maybe no, I wouldn't address it over rolling, but I think people may be getting
Mm,
itchy feet. I mean, he's already on minus 70% for a price drop, so I suspect lots of us will be getting him for 4.4 if he does become an option.
yeah. Okay. We're getting some questions in, so that's great. But Tom, talk us through the sponsor of the Q&A today in the absence of Sam.
Yeah, Sam is the AI queen. Is has been doing our Claude integrations, so it's up to me this week. I got to say, in the beginning, I was the AI, I was a bit skeptic and all that sort of thing. But it's having seen the stuff that Claude has done for the website over the summer and continues to do. We're continuing to drop loads of new features as well. With our new match center, the speed that Reese can get stuff out when I bug him for improvements and missing stats and stuff is quite breathtaking, really. So, and he's obviously using Claude to write the code for all that and help him along the way with all his agents that he calls Kevin. I think based off the Minions film. But yeah, and I believe that Sam does tell me that you made the most of Claude over the summer as well for black box benefits.
Yeah, I mean, we use Claude at work, as a lot of companies are. Things like data analysis and sense checking things and stuff like that. It's, AI is amazing for those kind of technical aspects. And yeah, we got a guy in working on the Black Box website who is a bit of a specialist in using Claude, and like I genuinely am gobsmacked as to what he could create on it. And I do feel for designers who are losing work to things like Claude, but the power and the tools that you can do, even with not much knowledge of how to create these things, is absolutely outstanding. So this is the new future, and we need to embrace it. And I genuinely think Claude is an amazing bit of kit which will benefit you in work, in hobbies, in life, in so many different areas. So yeah, get involved. I love Claude. Massive fan.
Yeah, well said. Yeah, so Claude is the AI for minds that don't stop at good enough. It's the collaborator that actually understands your entire workflow and thinks with you. Whether you're debugging code at midnight or strategizing your next big business move, Claude extends your thinking to tackle the problems that matter. It also is currently helping me get out of a parking ticket.
I mean, that's the real selling point for Claude.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah.
Yeah.
Which I should clarify, I did nothing wrong. I
Yeah,
drove
yeah,
in and out
yeah.
of a car park, and it claims I stayed there for 15 hours when I
I
definitely
believe you,
didn't.
Tom.
But yeah, if you are ready to have an AI that can tackle real work, you can try Claude Cowork today using the link that's in the description of the YouTube video and the podcast. That's claude.ai/scout, and make sure you use the promo code SCOUT to get started.
Amazing stuff. Right, let's take some questions then. Heading into game week 2, I think a lot of these are going to be captain related or bench related. Probably not a huge amount of transfer questions. Let's go. You know what? We'll just take them all. We'll just go from the top of the list and come down. You mentioned Gibbs White earlier. This is from Adam Sturdom. If confirmed, Gibbs White is fine. Would you bench him or Sharda? So Brentford have got Leeds away. Gibbs White with Liverpool away.
That's tricky. That is tricky. I mean, obviously on paper, Anfield's always tricky, but the way they defended against Newcastle, got a lot of space. I don't know if you saw Monday Night Football, but Jamie Carragher highlighting all the space that Liverpool's midfield give up. And Gibbs White obviously could exploit that if he's fit, of course. Brentford going to Leeds. Leeds look really strong. 2 clean sheets if you include the Carabao Cup. With that back three. So I would probably lean towards playing Gibbs White if he's fit, because you may get penalties as well.
Yeah, it's a tricky one because obviously Brentford are the better team at the moment, we think, than Forest, but Leeds are a good team as well. I agree with everything you just said. I think if Gibbs White starts against Liverpool, he could have a bit of a field day against that defence because the midfield is just absent for so many parts of the match. Yeah, I think if there's an injury doubt, any kind of doubt around Gibbs White, go for Sharda. But if he is fit to play, then I would agree and go for him. Greg FPL, good morning, folks. Hit the like early. Yes, please. If you're watching this, do give us a like. If you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure you are. Jay, as was absolute top drawer at Fest. What a guy. Thanks, Jay. Great to meet you. Great to meet loads of people at Fest.
Different Fest to me then.
Yeah, excuse. I was. Depends what time I met Jay. If it was like early on, I was probably quite good company. If it was a bit later on, I think I was about 9 Guinnesses deep. So I can't imagine I had too much of interest to say. But yeah, it was great to meet you, Jay. Yeah, great to meet everyone. I genuinely had a really good night. Atom says, is Sam in Greece trying to find a new Greek wonder kid for Spurs? Everyone is getting one of those recently. Yeah, we've already got one of those. Koustalas. I assume Chelsea will be in for a bit with him at some point over the next couple of years.
Do you want Sanchez back?
Absolutely not. How have you still got Sanchez? How many transfer windows has that man survived?
I was just going to die on the hill that he's not that bad.
He is terrible.
I was literally telling someone he wasn't that bad before. I don't massively think Martinez is that much better, to be brutally honest.
I disagree massively.
Martinez has a massive bloopers reel as well.
Yeah, but
he's currently injured. So...
He's won a World Cup.
Yeah. I mean, he's currently injured as well.
Sanchez will never win a World Cup. He's terrible. I can't believe he's still there. I don't think he will be for much longer. My whole thing's just gone a bit mad. I don't even know what question this is. This is a true clash for us dealing with his least favourite team, Chelsea. This is the real derby. The real derby, Chelsea v Brighton. Should be an interesting game. Don't really know how to call it.
We have had some joy. We have actually lost you quite a lot recently, but we also do seem to have joy against your high line.
Palmer and Rodgers could feast. Yeah.
Palmer scored 4 against you guys a couple of years ago, but you beat us 3-0 last year. So
we didn't see it so much against Villa because we were just in so much control of that game. But against Tromsø, our centre backs were pushing so high up. If that happens and there's a ball over the top to Palmer or Rodgers, it does worry me a bit. Yeah, I think there's definitely goals in it.
See if Caicedo's back as well. Apparently he could be back. So
yeah, we don't want him back.
You would want him back.
Yeah, just leave him. Yeah, well, I definitely would want him back. I'll take him off you. You know, if you give him and Sanchez, then maybe we can talk.
Yeah. As Yale says in the chat, at least Welbeck won't score this time against us.
If he scores against us, I'm going to be absolutely fuming. Atom says, should we be looking towards Arsenal for captaincy this week? I'm tempted by Solis. Yeah, I mean, everyone's mostly on Fernandes and Haaland, aren't they, for these 2 weeks? Obviously, if you've got Palmer, João Pedro, their options against Brighton. Not really seeing too many Arsenal attackers being considered. Villa were poor, though. Any temptation?
Just brutally, I'd always prefer to captain a player on penalties for 90 minutes, and Solis is neither of those. I mean, surely Villa will be better, but having said that, they haven't signed anyone. Nicholas Jackson seems to be signing, but I don't think he's going to be available. So, yeah, I mean, it's a perfectly good punt if you want to take a punt, but it's hard to know who's going to get the points there. Like they've got Solis, Saka, Havertz, Odegaard, Calafiori, Gabriel could pop up.
Took the words out of my mouth. I mean, it's not a guarantee, is it? But like when United score, it's probably going to have gone through Fernandes. When City score, it's probably going to have gone through Haaland. Like that's what you pay that premium money for. With Solis, he could blank, and all the players you mentioned could rack up big scores. He's a good pick, but he just hasn't got as many routes to points, and isn't that kind of central player for them yet. So I don't know. I just think Fernandes. If you've got Fernandes at home to Ipswich, like surely. Like even if you weren't impressed with them last week, they were terrible, everyone can have an off day. If he's got a home game against a promoted team and you're paying 12.5, I just think you need to go there. So no, not for me.
I'd rather captain Mbeumo over Solis.
Yep. Hello Og says Pedro over Bruno for captain. Similar-ish. I mean, I guess Pedro is a better option than Solis.
Yeah, I'd probably have him 4th this week. Bruno, Haaland, and Mbeumo, Pedro.
Yeah,
would be my
over
list.
Palmer.
Good point. Probably 5th then. I guess.
Oh, it's nice to be doing this and Sam not being here. Sam would be like, Palmer, rubbish. Put him 15th on the list. Honestly, the amount I have to argue for Cole Palmer on these Q&As.
I mean, I'm kind of like, that was his first good Premier League game for quite a long time. but he just looked like he's right back on it.
Yeah. We both say no to this though, right?
Yeah. I mean, if you want to take if you'd want to go against the ownership, then Pedro's a great shout, but otherwise go Bruno.
Yep. Barcola, we think he's signing for Liverpool, 100 odd million. What do you reckon he comes in as? Ask Ryan.
8.
8.
Can you be more than Bumo? And 1 million more than Verts?
No, I suppose not. I was thinking 8.5.
Yeah, 8.5. I don't think it would be 9, so I'd say 8 or 8.
He can't be more than Semenyo, who's just had a 200-point season.
No, he can't be.
8. You're right. Yeah, I was thinking 8.5, maybe 8. Would you be tempted at 8?
I mean, it kind of comes down to Soboslai as well. Like, the more he's priced higher than Soboslai, I think the trickier it is to justify it.
That's a very good point. Maybe they bring him in the same price as Verts then. Maybe they bring him in at 7.5.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, I have watched. I can't say I've watched masses of him.
I saw him for France at the World Cup. I thought he was all right. I wasn't blown away. I thought he was decent, but
last 2 Liga seasons is 11 and 14 goals.
I mean, that's all right.
So you'd expect that to come down to like 9 or 10. So
is that worth 100 million these days?
Well, I mean,
Savino,
50.
Savino's just gone for 85, whatever it is. I don't know. I want to see him in the league before I even consider him. I think if he comes in at 7.5, he could have a role to play. If he comes in at 8.5 or 9, then I don't think we'll ever be going there because he's not going to take pens, is he? And Szoboszlai will keep all the set pieces, so he's going to have a Semenyo year to justify it. I can't see it happening. Sundry, hi all. Play Gross or Sangare or Aya. So Gross away at Chelsea, Sangare away at Leeds, Aya away at Leeds.
I think he said it's Sangare of Forest. I think.
Oh yeah, Sangare from I can't read. Sangare from Nottingham. Sorry, I'll rule that one out then.
Yeah, groceries. Yeah.
When you've got to like put a disclaimer at the end of it to show it's not the actual good one.
The wrong
it's got the wrong one.
Sangare.
Yeah, probably shouldn't be playing that one. It's got to be Gross, isn't it?
Yeah, he didn't even get Defcons in game week.
Yeah, I think it's got to be Gross out of those 3.
I think so. Yeah, penalty. I'm fully prepared for his penalty when he's on my bench. After being denied a penalty last week, how that wasn't given, I don't know.
You've got Gross and Sangare.
Yeah.
Okay.
2 5.5s.
Yeah, I thought Gross did fine. I think he was unlucky not to come over.
He was very attacking.
Yeah.
Like he hit the post. He got an assist that hit the post as well. When Hinchelwood went off as well, he obviously got forward a lot more.
He'll you could see our set pieces were causing problems as well. Like Vuskovic is a menace in the box. He found him with one. Don't know if you saw it at the back post, and Vuskovic headed it like sort of in the middle of the goal. Not ideal because obviously you want Vuskovic to be heading towards goal, so you get Gross' assist. But you can tell we've got different patterns and different systems from set pieces. I think we're going to score quite a few goals from corners this season, and Gross will be involved in those. I think he's a good.
You surprised he played 90 again?
Yeah,
4-0 up.
Yeah, I thought he'd come off at half time. Genuinely, I thought he could come off at half time. 60 minutes.
I was worried that he was getting a 0-pointer because he got booked as well.
Yeah, because he was on a booking, but I think he's just super fit and will just play like for everything. Be interesting to see if he starts tonight. I imagine he will, but then we need him for Chelsea. And that'd be 4 games in 2 weeks for a 36-year-old. The thought of me playing, I'm 36, thought of me playing 4 games in 2 weeks. I went to the gym like this morning, I'm bloody knackered, let alone 4 games of 90 minutes of football. But, I'm not a professional athlete, although you would, you would think so. Hello again, Thiago or Robbie for game week 2. Thiago or Brobby? So Thiago,
I mean, the way that Fulham defended, I think Brobby will get chances.
Yeah,
but
you can't bench Brobby at home to Fulham. That's a tough game for Thiago against Leeds. I think you have to play Brobby this week against. Otherwise, why? What is the point? Why did you start him? If you're going to bench, you give him 1 week and then bench him, and then they go into Arsenal, Brentford, City, in the next 3. I think you've got to give it to Brobby.
Yeah, I'd do that.
Cool. Jack Benham, hi guys. 58 points, smooth, no chip. Thanks to Palestra not being fit. Gave me Sangare off the bench. You rat, Jack. Planning on rolling, I think, for now. Yeah, I think transfers will be very rare. Obviously De Gea is going up in price, but that's not a priority move. If you really think Sangare is going to get assists every match and hit 200 points this season, then go for it. But I think it's more than likely he doesn't do that, and he's a good option, but probably not as essential as everyone's making out. But I mean, still a good pick. Champions League draw today, says Nixie. Yes, indeed. Who are you hoping to? Oh, wait, sorry, you didn't get it, did you? Because you finished really low down the league. Bastards.
Free week.
FPL.
That's our title charge. Is a free midweeks.
Yeah, I know. I do think you're going to finish quite high this year. It's depressing. Bench Jacque Sesko. Greg, why have you got Sesko? Come on. Bench Jacque, Sesko, or Thiago? God, I don't really like any of them this week. Will
Probably
Sesko play?
Sesko. Was he on the bench?
Yeah, he was.
Did he? Yeah, he came on for 23 minutes. Yeah, I'd bench Jacque actually, because even half an hour of Sesko.
Yeah, I think I'd bench Jacque. Thiago's got pens, will play 90. Sesko could come off the bench. Yeah, I think this is the problem with picking Sesko though, right? Just get rid of him. Like, use a transfer, Greg. Just dump him. Get a striker who's actually going to play. I don't like that pick at all. Jack Benham says Solis or Bruno or Pedro for captaincy. We've answered that. We're both saying Bruno. Gloucester Knight, Van Heck or Aya transfer to Chow, and Elliot Anderson or Lafay.
Van Heck to Chow.
I wouldn't get rid of Van Heck or Aya to Chow.
No, I'd play Van Heck.
Yeah, same.
And I would play Lafay, I think.
Same. You gotta play your Sunderland players against Fulham.
I think I can't overstate how poor I think Fulham looked, and I think they're going to be banging trouble this year.
I think you're being harsh.
I just think their defense is like the way that Arbeloa said this is how we play and this is what we're going to do. Just worried me. So much.
Defense, I do agree with you, but they had more about them going forward than Gonzalo. That's like a hell of a player. He was all over the place. He'll get some goals.
If Sanchez could catch the ball, they would have not scored.
Yeah, but you rate him. You've always said what a great goalkeeper
I've always said he's not as bad as people say, and he's not.
He is.
He's not.
I think you're the only person out there who
James off Planet FPL says he's not as bad as people say.
Yeah, that's because he wants you to keep him.
Yeah, maybe that is quite possible.
Like if the Chelsea scouts are listening, but like, well, if James says it, maybe we should keep him. Eccles Cake, what do you think will be the most common chip strategy, and what is your preference for your team? Obviously, your bench boost down already. Have you given much thought to wildcard, triple captain?
Triple captain will be Coventry or Hull for Haaland. Again, I appreciate I sound like Planet FPL mouthpiece, but as James pointed out on yesterday's pod, I think the Ipswich home game is in between two Champions Leagues that could be Wednesday, Tuesday. So I think it's Coventry in game week 3 or Hull in game week 17 or 16.
Yeah, that's around Christmas though, isn't it?
Yeah, but I think they do have a free midweek before it.
Okay.
I think that's the one free midweek. Free hit, I'm not sure. The original plan was for game week 4, but I don't really want to miss out. If Palmer's going up in price like 3 times between sort of now and then, it might just be better to buy him. So still could free hit in game week 3. I also don't have Soboslai, so if I buy him, that makes free hit 4 less appealing. But yeah, so and then wildcard at game week 6, hopefully.
I'm a little bit tempted to give it to Palmer against Hull.
Yeah, to be honest, that hasn't actually crossed my mind. But
it hasn't. I don't think many people are talking about it. Everyone's talking about Haaland, but I don't really want to use it on Haaland yet because I'm so unimpressed with City and the start they've made the last couple of games. And if Palmer has another performance like he did against Fulham, against Hull, and he'd be a bit more of a differential, won't he? Because a lot of people will go elsewhere. Yeah, I don't know. I get the Haaland against Coventry one, but at the moment, I'm not going to do it. The main temptation with that though is all the people who've gone no Haaland and are wild carding to get him in obviously can't triple captain him in that week. Point. So that it's getting like a stealing a match over like Praz, for example. Might be fun, but then it would just be like Praz from to blank, and then he's like really happy about it. Would he be happy though because he bought him? I don't know. Who knows, Tom? There's too many permutations. I'm gonna hold it for a bit. I think. What about I free hit? I haven't really thought too much about.
Game week 4 does look good because Liverpool play Fulham at home, Palace play Ipswich at home, and obviously Chelsea play Hull.
Yeah. Because that's the alternative to not using all your transfers to get in Chelsea players for that whole game. You just free hit in that week and then go back.
And it means you can buy like Semenyo. Because if you take out 4 in game week 3, he's got Coventry. Game week 5, he's got Sunderland.
Yeah, you can load up. You could do Fernandes to Semenyo and O'Reilly in, or Vardy or someone like that, and then get another one in the week after. Yeah, makes sense. And then wildcard, I'm just using when I need it.
Yeah, sounds fair.
No real plan. Nixie, Sharda, Calvert-Lewin, or Aya for the bench?
Sharda, Calvert-Lewin, Aya would Aya for me.
Yeah, same. Play your attackers, surely. Just playing both against each other. I know Aya's pretty good for Defcon, but I think you definitely play Calvert-Lewin because he's got pens. So then it's Sharda or Aya. I don't know. If I ever reach the point where I'm recommending a Defcon centre-back over a attacking winger, then just take me out to the pasture and shoot me. Chewy FPL, great stuff this pre-season, Chewy. Do check him out on Twitter, posting some amazing stuff for Defcons and great graphics and loads of great things. What do you reckon? Serious time, Tom.
Score prediction for Chelsea Brighton. 3-1 Chelsea.
3-1 Brighton. Moving on. Ben Briggs, bench Sangare or Calvert-Lewin?
I mean, I am currently benching Sangare over Calvert-Lewin, so to say anything else would be disingenuous.
That is a close one. Leeds are at home, aren't they? Bench Sangare. But it could be...
Yells also asked what if I'm still benching Sangare. So I'll ask you my benching dilemma.
Okay.
So you need to bench one of Ballard.
Yeah.
Mehemrovic.
Yeah.
Or Calvert-Lewin. Or Sangare, sorry. I'm currently benching Sangare.
I mean, you have to play Ballard.
Yeah, that's what... I mean, Harry told me that I don't, but that's what I think. I think Fulham at home. He got 9 Defcon last week. He's a bit of goal threat.
I just think if you're benching your Sunderland defenders, you have changed. Not you, as in like the colloquial you. Like you've changed your tactics based on 1 week, and isn't all the advice to be like stick with the plan? Don't like panic too much after 1 week because, like, you picked.
Yeah, the plan was always to go 4-3-3 this week.
Of course it is. Like that's why otherwise you wouldn't pick Sunderland defenders because they've got 3 tricky matches afterwards. I think you stick with the plan and play Ballard definitely. Mehemrovic Sangare is a complete coin flip. I don't know. I genuinely don't know. I think Brentford probably do score.
Yeah, but Mehemrovic's goal threat.
But Mehemrovic has got goal threat and Defcons. I think I'd play Mehemrovic. I think I'd bench Sangare.
Good stuff.
Confirmation bias. Doesn't make me feel good though. RLX says, would anyone start Ballard over Ballard versus Thomas? That's an interesting one. I think I'd still play Ballard. It's Coventry.
I think I would just play Ballard. Yeah.
There's not much in it.
Especially because Mukiele and Alderete are fit.
I think Ballard's got more chance of getting Defcon as well because Hull will sit back probably in that game.
Yeah, I mean Thomas got 10 against Arsenal, so
yeah, but they
might be a stretch to get 10.
Didn't exactly have any of the ball. I don't think he'll get 10 against Hull. I'll take it. Someone playing him. No, I'd play Ballard in that. Jackleton 99 Delap to Forest could be a good cheap option. How much is he? Is he 6?
He's 6 or 5.5. 1 second. He's on page 2 of Chelsea. 5.5.
Of course he is. 5.5.
I mean, yeah, like anyone, he could be good. Like Tammy Abraham's going to Ipswich.
He's 6.5, isn't he?
Is he 6.5? Right.
I think Jackson's 6.5. Awani's 5.5.
5.5.
Barry's 5.5. Yeah.
I mean, Delap, he got 12 goals for Ipswich. You know, Mateta did well under Glasner, so don't write him off. despite what he did for Chelsea. Or
OGFL.
didn't do.
With us, there is no middle ground. If the player is the greatest or the worst. No, I'd put Delap in the middle ground. I don't think he's great. I don't think he's the worst. I don't think he's good, but he's not terrible. He'll be hoping to prove a lot of people wrong. I think Delap, but
yeah, like at Chelsea, he obviously got injured in his first start, which obviously doesn't help. When we tried to then get Jackson to get off his plane to Germany and come back.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's got 12 goals for Ipswich, so he can obviously find the back of the net.
Yeah, it's just whether they can get the most out of him, because he's not like a Wood. He's not like a very good target man. He's a player who likes to make runs behind the defence. I think Glasner he'll suit a sort of a Glasner system. I think he could do all right. I mean, he could get somewhere in the region of 10, 15 goals if he's playing every week.
Yeah,
which would be pretty good for 5-5. More than a lot of the 6 million strikers will get. If Gibbs White is injured, just like gamer, would you bring in Solis or Tavernier? I don't think that's a pretty easy one, isn't it?
Solis, yeah.
Solis, without a doubt.
It's not much left wing noise either.
I'm not
the transfer window, so he looks. Yeah. They're gonna have to sign someone special to put Solis out of the team.
Would you pick Tavernier over Kluivert?
No, I think you back the penalties.
So do I. I'm not even sure Tavernier's the best Bournemouth asset, let alone to pick him over Solis. Yeah, I would definitely go Solis in that. In wildcard 3 or 4 on hold, a potential Barcola and Marmoush. A wait and watch. Are you really going to wildcard with Barcola and Marmoush?
No.
I don't want either.
How much is Marmoush?
7, I think.
I mean, he could be great. Like, if he's on... I'm sure we'll pick him at some point this year, but... I wouldn't be saving a wild card. That's just 2 transfers. You do Calvert-Lewin and Mbeumo to Barcola and Marmoush.
I don't think you're ever going to think to yourself, damn, I really need to wild card to bring in Barcola and Marmoush. I like, and to put off a wild card that you planned and, probably have got no Haaland to use in 3 just because you might want Marmoush down the line just feels a bit clutching. Yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't let that affect my decision. I've never really liked the wildcard in 3 strategy, personally. Praz tried to sell it to me on Black Box last night. I saw the team he's putting together. Looks like my team, but with...
Is it 3 hit 4?
No.
So how many Chelsea was in it?
It's 2 Chelsea, I think, and then he was going to move Cherky over to Rodgers.
For 3?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not convinced. Yeah, fine. So you do have to play Chelsea at the Emirates. I'm going to bench El Pedro next week.
Oh, no, maybe it's 1 Chelsea because it's wildcarding next week. So you've got 2 free transfers and then you use those 2 free transfers the week after to get 2 Chelsea players in. I think it was just 1. I think it was just 1 Chelsea.
Oh, I see, yeah.
So then you've got no transfers and the same team as everyone else and no wild... I don't know. I don't get it, personally.
See what Haaland does tomorrow night.
Yeah, I don't... What do we want? And we're not captaining him, are we? So,
I want him to score. I'm sorry.
So do I. I would love
Someone saying... Sorry.
I'm gone.
I was just going to say, someone's saying we missed their super chat.
No, don't worry. It's pinned. I'm just slowly working my way down the list of people. Yeah, don't worry, Duncan. I've got you there. You are... there's 2. And then you're up. We've got to deal with the big questions like this first. Jono, morning, guys. Would you start Rodon or Van Heck?
I'd go Van Heck because Rodon's DEFCON doesn't look great. To be fair, neither does Mehemrovic, so I would go Van Heck.
I think Newcastle score. But do
you think Brentford score
as well? Who's more likely to get battered though? Spurs.
I think Spurs will do all right their first home game. Savinho, Marmoush, bit of feel-good factor.
Marmoush hasn't signed yet, has he? I don't think.
No, but I think maybe they'll announce him on the day.
Yeah. Okay. Let's go Van Heck. Duncan Reed got a huge benching headache. This is a super chat. Bench 3 of Gabriel, White, Calafiori, Maguire, Ballard, Lafay, Njai, or Calvert-Lewin.
These no Haaland teams with their benching headaches.
It's all fun and games, isn't it? In game week 1 when you bench boost, and now look. I mean, how the hell do you choose who to bench out of these?
My initial thought was Ndai is a definite bench. Especially with the transfer speculation.
Who have they got?
Bournemouth away.
Yeah.
Would you? I guess the first point is would you play your triple Arsenal defense?
Yeah.
Okay.
I can't. Can you see Villa scoring in that game? They haven't got a striker.
No. I mean, yeah, fair enough. And then
I think I'd bench Ballard because it's Ballard or Maguire. It's so close.
you could
between
bench both of them for the attackers.
You could actually. Yeah, maybe that is what you do. Maybe you do. I think you do Maguire, Ballard, and then Jai because of the rumours. I think you're right.
Yeah, you're playing Lefay and Calvert-Lewin on penalties.
Yeah.
I do think there's a slight. I don't know. Would you be tempted to play a defender over triple Arsenal?
No. They've got
Wouldn't.
attacking threat as well. They're the most likely team by far to get a clean sheet. They all look really good. I don't know. I think they're clear. They're so. If you bench Gabriel White or Calafiori for Maguire, like, come on, there must be something wrong. No, I think it's Maguire, Ballard, and Njai. I think that is the obvious three. Because what's the point of hedging, right? Like, you could say I'll bench one of the three Arsenal, but then why have you picked three Arsenal? Like, you'll obviously pick them.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
To try and get the triple. Yeah, I think those three. Eccles Cake as couldn't play 4 games of table football in 2 weeks. It's not very nice, is it?
It's a bit harsh.
It's probably true though. Oh yeah, sorry, that's what you said earlier. Yeah, said Tommy Jordan bench Sangara. Yeah, even more so now. Well, I managed to talk to it.
Yeah, Az has told me I should, so I'll be doing it.
God. Biblical reaction. What do you both think about Hedgewood's attacking chances against Chelsea? I think they're pretty good. I think we'll score.
Yeah, I think Brighton probably score. I mean, we'll see if Caicedo's back. Obviously, that'll have some impact. But Hinchelwood always seems to get chances, no matter how quiet he is.
Yeah,
in the game.
I think, like, obviously we've got the game tonight. It's at the Amex. We're not on that artificial pitch. Hopefully we get through. We should do. We should beat them. I'm pretty confident of our chances. Yeah, and then we should go pretty full strength, and I think we can definitely get at Chelsea. There's goals in that game for sure. It's not going to be a low scoring game. So,
Would you play Hinchelwood over Sangare?
Yeah,
fair enough. I'm not sure I would, but I'm biased.
I am also biased. Sushan, will our Nai start this weekend? Thinking of captaining him. I mean, that's just so anti the way I'm playing FPL this year. Like, I respect the idea, but there's so many better options than our Nai this week.
I think he'll start. Got subbed off after 70 midweek, but I wouldn't captain him.
No, having him's enough of a differential. Surely, yeah. I wouldn't even go close. I think he starts. If your question is, I'm going to captain him as long as he starts, then I think we both think he starts. So go for it. Look good in the.
Doubt he plays 90 though.
Yeah, I don't think his joints can hold up to playing 90. No. But the thing is, he comes on every now and then and looks so like cumbersome, and then just suddenly bursts into life and scores. He'd be a horrible player to play against, I reckon, Aronai, because you never really know what he's going to do. He could fall over 1 minute and then beat 3 players and smash it in the next. Yeah, I think he's a good signing for Coventry. Brentford are worse from home, so could play Mihajlovic, says Jack. Yeah, I mean, they were a bit last season, but they've looked so good. It's hard to imagine they drop off quite.
Both these teams will look good. It's a tough game to call.
Yeah.
Leeds, Brentford.
One for you. Eccles Cake 99. Palmer or Rogers, better pick?
Palmer, for sure.
You tempted to go both?
I mean, triple attack on a free hit, maybe, but I probably would not buy triple attack in general.
Triple attack never worked well for me in the past.
Just feels... I don't know. Rogers is probably the one that will get overlooked, I think.
Yeah. That's the other thing with the wild card, like in the early wild card in 3. Everyone's got Pedro anyway, so you're only really probably looking to add Palmer on. I mean, would you go near the defence? Like a Colwill or Lacroix? They don't seem like amazing options to me. So
I think Lacroix could be all right. He did get Defcon.
He's a lot of money, though, at 6. And so if you're trying to save the money, you're going down to Cole. I don't know. I just think you can get to Palmer fairly easy by just selling Bruno. When it's...
Yeah, I think that's what everyone's going to be doing.
Yeah, I think so. But like I said, I'm pretty anti this early wildcard strategy, but I could be completely wrong. Sushan, are you watching the GTA 6 reveal today, Az? God damn right I am. He tends to take a few days off when that comes out. Looking pretty good. Ecclesgate Wife Triple Arse defense to consider benching them. Exactly. Alex the Red wants to transfer out and Boomer off the game week 2 and bring in Soboslai. Good move. That would be Ipswich, right? Ipswich
Please don't do that. Please don't do that.
Why not?
What? And Bumo's playing Ipswich.
No,
He's nailed for 90.
after game week 2.
Oh, after. Right.
So that's when Boomer goes into
that's
Everton. Soboslai would have Ipswich.
Yeah, I could well be doing the exact same move. So.
Yep. Just don't do it this week.
No, don't do it this week.
I need to play 2 out of Calvert-Lewin, Rodon, Lefay, and Gravenberch. That's a rogue one. What do you guys think?
Assist? I swear, he got an assist in game week 1, didn't he?
He always gets the odd attack in return. But I still refuse to believe that he's a decent option. I would definitely bench Gravenberch.
I'd definitely play Calvert-Lewin and Lefay.
Yeah, so would I. Rodon and Gravenberch by far. Here's one. He's from our good friend Drew Peacock. Hi guys, Anderson or Sangari? Battle of the Defcon boys.
To play,
I guess to play.
Probably play Sangari.
Really?
Yeah.
So you're basically saying that Sangari is the new and better Anderson?
I think he is. Yeah. I think he is.
For $1 million less or 0.9 less.
I think he will have better defcons per 90. And he's got open play threat just the same as Anderson. So
I don't like the Anderson pick this year. It's 6'5". He took the odd penalty last season, didn't he? And he got some assists from corners. He hasn't got any of that anymore. You're completely relying on defcon, and he's playing for a manager where all he wants is control and possession. That's all he wants. So if his players are getting defcon, it means something's gone wrong with Maresca's system. Doesn't he like inviting any crosses or pressure at all? Wants to keep the ball 100% of the time. So I just don't think he's a good pick this year. I genuinely don't. I'm with you, Sangari, for sure. I can't even pronounce. Mandipgill, 2247. I don't know why I had such a brain freeze over that. Do I keep or sell Verts?
I would keep him and roll. I don't think there's a better midfielder than Rolling this week.
I'd sell.
You'd sell him after 1 week. But then if he looks all right, it's Ipswich. So.
He won't look all right. He won't look all right, Tom. I've been there. 6 weeks, 7 weeks last season. Look crap every game.
Who would you buy him for 7.5?
Szoboszlai. If you don't have Szoboszlai versus Szoboszlai, just do it. Get it done. Accept you made a mistake. Get in the penalty-taking player on set pieces ahead of Ipswich. Don't be stubborn. Honestly, it's the only bit of advice I honestly think people should listen to me on this stupid show, because I know I've had a great couple of years, but I've been in this position. The fact you're even asking this question tells me that you've probably made an error with him. Get rid of him.
I hear you. No, I'm not going to disagree with any of that. I just wonder if rolling and doing it next week is better, but
get rid of him.
I'm not going to argue with that.
Get rid of him.
I certainly Szoboszlai is the better pick.
Yeah. Great. We will take 2 more questions and then we're at time. Cole, Maguire or Ballard? That is such a hard one.
Play Maguire. I would play Maguire.
Yeah, so would I. It was a terrible result against Hull, but
I thought you were going to say it was a terrible pick.
Well, I've got him. I just think you've picked Maguire probably for these 2, but then you've probably done the same with Ballard. How are you in a position where you've got to pick one of Maguire or Ballard this week? Like, surely the way you would set up a game week, not to have a go at you, Cole, but I sort of am, but surely you pick a team where you're playing both of those players this week. Because what is the point of picking them if you're going to bench one of them this week and then you're going into the tougher games? Sorry, Cole. Very harsh. Maguire. Play Maguire, I think. The final one, I think this is probably quite an easy one. Wanik. Hi, guys. Hope you're well. Start Gross or Semenyo?
Semenyo.
Good. That's it.
I wondered which way. I wasn't entirely sure what you were going to say.
No, he's got to play Semenyo. Final one. Should I bench boost with the Bruggen, O'Shea, Rodon, and Gross? Because I forgot to press bench boost in 1. Oh, no. What would that have been? 6, 7, 13. Was that 14 points? Yeah, that would have been nice. O'Shea, Rodon, and Gross.
It's not awful.
I don't love it.
If O'Shea gets Defcons for 3, don't think Rodon gets a clean sheet. So if Rodon gets 2, you're on 5. Brighton won't keep a clean sheet, so 3, that's 8. So for me, it's 8 plus whatever Gross gets.
I don't like it. And I think you're gonna. I think there'll be a better time for it because Brighton have Coventry in a few weeks, and you've got 2 Brighton you could use against them. I mean, obviously it depends on your other players, but you might be taking some Fernandez money out and moving it around.
Yeah, if you sell Bruno, you could do D up to. Sorry, you could do O'Shea up to basically anyone.
Don't chase last week's points. I'd save it.
Fair enough.
Yep. Amazing. Right, that's it. Good stuff, Tom. Well, I think we've powered through a hell of a lot of questions today. Normally, Sam and I do 25 minutes of small talk and have to cram the rest into 20 minutes, but I think we've done a good job. Thanks to everyone in the chat. Do give us a like if you've enjoyed this. Make sure you're subscribed as always. Do check out Fantasy Football Scout, of course, and check out Claude as well. The code Tom mentioned is in the description below. Sam and I will be back next week. But Tom, as always, thanks for stepping in. Have a good game week 2.
Thanks, as always, a pleasure. Best of luck, guys.